Chapter 51, Jun Wanjie surrenders, 9 days and 10 grounds, my sister's routine. You are listening at novelfold.audio. In Nantian City, in front of all the monks, was trampled underfoot like this, whoever it is, it will collapse, let alone someone who is as arrogant as Jun Wanjie. Adding to Jun Xiaoyao's words, it is simply killing and condemning the heart, and Jun Wanjie feels that his Tao heart is breaking down every inch. He has gone through countless difficulties and obstacles before climbing to his current position step by step. After a kick, Jun Xiaoyao kicked him again. This feeling can be imagined. Jun Xiaoyao, you. Jun Wanjie was shaking all over, and his mentality was about to explode. The supreme dharma on your body, the power of transcending the heavens, does something to me. Jun Xiaoyao said, and directly found the jade slips branded with the technique of crossing the heavens from Jun Wanjie. Jun Xiaoyao does not lack the supreme dharma, but this tribulation is related to the tribulation. In the future, he will go through the calamity of the ancient Eucharist, and there is a reference to the power of crossing the sky, which will help him a bit. Watching Jun Xiaoyao take away the cross-Jietian cultivation method, Jun Wanjie's chest chi and blood rolled, but he could only watch. You are not convinced, don't you? Let me think. If you kill you directly, will the family punish me? Jun Xiaoyao lowered his eyes slightly and looked at Jun Wanjie indifferently. His cold words made Jun Wanjie's original unwilling and angry face instantly freeze. Jun Xiaoyao actually wanted to kill him. And Jun Wanjie thought about it carefully. With Jun Xiaoyao now in Jun's house, he killed himself, what would happen? The answer is, will not be so good at all. Jun Xiaoyao's current status is far from comparable to that of his fifth sequence. If Jun Xiaoyao killed him, the Jun family would at best give a superficial warning, and there would not even be any substantive punishment. When thinking of this result, Jun Wanjie felt cold all over. Jun Xiaoyao kills him without any punishment, but his life is going to be lost in vain. It seemed that he saw a ray of panic in Jun Wanjie's eyes, and the corner of Jun Xiaoyao's lips curled up slightly. How many people are not afraid of death in this world? But to be honest, if not necessary, Jun Xiaoyao would not kill him. It's not that he is soft-hearted, but as the son of the prince's family, it is also the zero sequence, casually killing his own sequence. The impact is not very good. At least the clan elders of other branches of the Jun family, and other sequences, may have opinions on him. Jun Xiaoyao is not afraid of troubles, but he is too lazy to deal with them. But Jun Xiaoyao will not let Jun Wanjie go and bury hidden dangers, so the only feasible way is. Now, I give you two choices: surrender to me, plant a slave mark, or dead. Jun Xiaoyao gave Jun Wanjie a choice. Jun Wanjie turned pale instantly, gritting his teeth. He knew that even if he died here today, no one would avenge him, but if he surrenders to Jun Xiaoyao, even if his Tao heart collapses completely, he will only become Jun Xiaoyao's slave in the future. I have limited patience, I only give you 3 breaths. Jun Xiaoyao frowned. Jun Wanjie trembled violently, got up with difficulty, and then knelt down. He doesn't want to die. Because he still has an unfinished obsession in his heart. Oh. Unexpectedly. Seeing Jun Wanjie kneeling in front of him, Jun Xiaoyao was slightly surprised. He originally thought that with the character of Jun Wanjie, he would rather die than surrender. The Lord's wish, to submit to your son. Hard words spit out from his mouth. Jun Xiaoyao nodded slightly, and in his mind, a soul slave mark formed in the palace. The shrine of the Lord of 10,000 Tribulations is in an open state, and it is directly planted with a slave mark. With this, Jun Xiaoyao can control the power of life and death of Jun Wanjie, without worrying about any hidden dangers. Of course, this kind of slave seal can only be done voluntarily, otherwise, it would be difficult to forcibly plant it. Your choice surprised this son. Jun Xiaoyao looked directly at Jun Wanjie's eyes. Jun Wanjie's face showed a sigh of depression, but after all he sighed, returned to the sun. I have a sister who was put in the lower realm when she was young. I swear that I must take her back to the fairyland. Therefore, I can't die. Jun Wanjie's words make Jun Xiaoyao raise his eyebrows slightly. Turns out to be this kind of routine, separated from his sister when he was young, and then worked hard to become stronger and find her sister back. Jun Xiaoyao knows that the whole world is divided into 9 heavens and 10 earths, 9 days, refers to the 9 days immortal domain. Desolate heaven fairy domain is one of the 9 heavens fairy domains. And 10 land refers to the 10 vast continents in the lower realm, generally speaking. The boundary between the 9 heavens and 10 earth is difficult to break. If you want to send a person to the lower realm, you have to pay a huge price, and there are also restrictions on the realm of cultivation. It's no wonder that Jun Wanjie wanted to become stronger through cultivation, and then climb to a high position, turned out to be thinking about the lower realms and looking for his sister. Let's talk about it later. If this child has the opportunity to go to the realm, it may not be impossible to bring your sister back by the way. Jun Xiaoyao said calmly, since Jun Wanjie is already his servant, there is no threat to him, why not give me a date? Jun Myriad Tribulation heard the words, his originally slumped face, immediately stunned. Yu read www.yuukangshu.com and then a ray of excitement emerged. The unwillingness and resentment in my previous heart dissolve at this moment. There is nothing more important than reuniting him with his sister. Thank you, my son. I used to have eyes and no beads, and I couldn't help it. Jun Wanjie knocked his head hard at Jun Xiaoyao. If he was only talented, he was forced to surrender under the pressure of life and death, so now, it is sincere and sincere, surrendering to Jun Xiaoyao. Looking at such a scene, Jun Wanjie and Jun Xiaohuan looked at each other, and both took a deep breath. The stabbing head in the 10 major sequences, the most surly and domineering Jun Wanjie, was so subdued. The son is amazing, whether he is armed or ingenious. Jun Linglong also exclaimed, although she is pregnant with 7 orifices and exquisite heart, in front of Jun Xiaoyao, she always feels not enough. A conflict within the Jun family was resolved in this way. The 5th sequence of Jun Wanjie, completely surrendered to Jun Xiaoyao, plus Jun Zhangjian, Jun Xiaohuan. There are already 3 of the 10 major sequences of the Jun family, and they completely surrendered to him. Grandpa was always worried that other sequences would trouble me. Maybe it won't be long before the 10 major sequences will surrender to me. Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself, but he also knows that the first few sequences that are really powerful in the Jun family, those sequences are either in retreat, or they are practicing outside, and I haven't seen one before. Among them are those with double pupils, and there are Tianjiao who have inherited the taboo, is far from Jun Zhangjian, Jun Wanjie and others are comparable. Go back, wait for the Yuantian Supreme Secret Vault to open. Jun Xiaoyao waved his sleeves, as if he was leaving in the wind. He was looking forward to the sign-in of the next secret store. Chapter 52, The 3 Imperial Family, The Plan of the Little Saint Ji Xuan. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After the end of the king's 10,000 tribulations, the news spread throughout the entire Nantian city. Jun Xiaoyao casually suppressed the 5th sequence and made him surrender, and it was also widely praised. Although this can be regarded as the infighting of the Jun family, the strength of Jun Xiaoyao can also be seen in the eyes of the leopard. In the area to the west of Nantian city, a group of young talents are gathering in an exquisite and gorgeous pavilion. This group of young, arrogant talents come from various ethical forces, and their breath is not weak, but among them, there is a young man sitting in the middle, like a star holding the moon. This young man, dressed in a golden robe, is a martial artist, handsome, and his skin is as fair as jade. The most eye-catching thing about him is his right arm, which seems to be flashing. If you observe carefully, you can see that there are many sacred runes branding and circulating on his arm bones. This young man is from the ancient family, Ji Xuan, a well-known proud son of the Ji family. At the banquet at the moment, a young Tianjiao smiled flatly at Ji Xuan. This time the Yuantian Supreme Secret Store, it is big brother Ji Xuan who won the first prize. Yes, brother Ji Xuan has the title of Little Saint, and he is also the saint son of the Holy Spirit Academy. His status are not comparable to other Tianjiao. Many young talents are flattering to please. Ji Xuan's identity is enough for them to cling to their thighs, because Ji Xuan has more than just the identity of Huanggu Ji family Tianjiao. He is also a saint son of the Holy Spirit Academy. Holy Spirit Academy is an academy with extremely deep heritage in the wild heaven immortal realm, which has been passed down for countless years. The proud sons who walked out of his academy are all over the major forces in the wild and immortal realm. Even many ancient families and immortal dynasties sent some of their younger disciples to the Holy Spirit Academy to practice. In the Holy Spirit Academy, only the best disciples can get the identity of the Holy Son. Ji Xuan was able to obtain this status, which shows that his talent strength far exceeds that of his peers. Some Tianjiao's eyes also fell on Ji Xuan's faintly glowing right arm. It is rumored that Ji Xuan's right arm is fused with a piece of the Saint King's hand bone. In the Holy Realm, the Saint King is more powerful than the saint. The King of Saints is enough to look down on all directions and be majestic, and Ji Xuan, only now in Gi realm, has merged a piece of the Saint King's hand bones. One can imagine how strong his strength will be, even with his current realm. He can't exert the power of one or two of the Saint King's hand bones, but it was enough to make him proud of his peers. It is precisely because of this piece of the Saint King's hand bone that he got the title of Little Saint. But speaking of status and status, it reminds me of that gentleman's son. A Tianjiao said. As soon as he said this, the lively banquet was rarely quiet. A faintly depressive atmosphere emerged. These days, when they were in Nantian City, they naturally learned about Jun Xiaoyao and Jun Wanjie. For these Tianjiao, let alone Jun Wanjie, even Jun Zhangjian is an existence they need to look up to. As for Jun Xiaoyao, who can easily suppress Jun Wanjie, it seems to them like the sun and the moon in the sky, which is beyond expectation. Some people faintly looked at Ji Xuan. They also said that Ji Xuan's status is very high, but compared with Jun Xiaoyao, it seems that it is nothing. Ji Xuan's expression didn't change much. He picked up a glass of wine and sipped it slowly, but his eyes were very deep. The son of the king's family. Ji Xuan muttered to himself. To be honest, when he learned that Jun Xiaoyao appeared in Nantian City, Ji Xuan really wanted to compare with Jun Xiaoyao, nothing else, just for the family behind. As far as the ancient family in the wild heaven and immortal territory is concerned, there has always been a saying that there is a royal family. The so-called Yusanjia refers to the three most desolate ancient families with the most prestigious, strongest background, and the most outstanding descendants of Tianjiao. Among them, the younger generation Tianjiao is one of the important indicators to measure the imperial family. After all, only the descendants are prosperous, and the entire ancient family can be passed on. The Ji family was once one of the three imperial families, but now it has become the Jun family, the Jiang family, and the Yi family. You don't need to say more about the family of the princes. Talents have always come out in large numbers. The previous generation. Just being a prince without regret is enough to establish the status of one of the three families of the Jun family. There are also 10 major sequences in the contemporary era, as well as the anomalous monster Jun Xiaoyao, and Jiang's contemporary generation is also Jiang Shengyi with innate Taoism, Jiang Luoli with Yuanling Taoism, and several other top royal geniuses. As for Yi family, Yi Xingyun and other kings, needless to say, a sword demon reincarnated as Yi Guqian, it is enough to extend Yi family's luck for thousands of years. Because of this, Ji Xuan's heart is a little bit uneven. Is there no genius in their Ji family? But Ji Xuan is not a fool. He knows that Jun Xiaoyao is not a good role to deal with, but he has a Saint King's hand bone and is also a top arrogant. It is impossible to say that he is directly afraid of Jun Xiaoyao. Some people noticed that Ji Xuan's emotions were not right, and they smiled reluctantly. He, what do you think of the son of the Jun family? Isn't big brother Ji Xuan better than the son of Jun family? That is www.readwn.com. Brother Ji Xuan is also a person who surpasses the Jun family sequence. A young proud man flattered. They are not talking nonsense. Ji Xuan once, indeed, fought against Jun with sword. At that time, he relied on a slightly higher realm, and took a little advantage, before he defeated the king's sword. Now Ji Xuan's strength is stronger, but it is impossible for others to stand still. Jun Xiaoyao, if he doesn't take the initiative to provoke me, I don't need to provoke him first. Moreover, I have found some secrets about Yuantian Supreme and such things in a broken ancient book in the Holy Spirit Academy. Ji Xuan muttered in his heart. He didn't come without preparation, because he once accidentally found a volume of ancient books in the Buddhist scripture building of the Holy Spirit Academy, which contained not only a Yuantian Supreme Order, but also an ancient talisman. In ancient books, some deeds and secrets of Yuantian Ji Xuan are vaguely recorded. There seems to be a rare thing hidden in the Yuantian Supreme secret store. If you get it, you can create an invincible young Supreme. After Ji Xuan got this opportunity, he was very excited, and has been patiently waiting for the birth of the Yuantian Supreme Vault. And now, finally waiting for the time to come. As long as I can seize this opportunity, I, Ji Xuan, will soar into the sky and stand at the pinnacle of the young generation in the wild sky immortal realm. When the time comes, I will sweep all the young masters of Yusanjia, who can stop. Thinking of a scene that might appear in the future, Ji Xuan took a deep breath, and the light in his eyes surged. At the same time, at the gate of Nantian City, a figure wearing a cloak and a hood entered through the gate. He raised his head, revealing a handsome face. It was Xiao Chen. Chapter 53, Too Desolate Forest, The Secret is Opened, The Dark Matter of the Exotic. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After days of sleeping and eating, Xiao Chen finally rushed to Nantian City. As soon as he entered Nantian City, he heard news about Jun Xiaoyao. When he heard the news, Xiao Chen's face paled if there was thunder roaring in his mind. Jun Xiaoyao is stronger than before. Xiao Chen clenched his fists and gritted his teeth. For some reason, when facing Jun Xiaoyao, he always felt a sense of powerlessness in his heart, like a worm shaking a tree. Xiao Chen, keep your mind steady, your current strength is not weak. If you can get the ancient keel in the Supreme Vault, it will not be impossible to surpass that Jun Xiaoyao. In Xiao Chen's mind, the voice of Master Qinglong came. Xiao Chen took a deep breath and said, what the ancestor said is that the kid is upset. I must seize this opportunity. Xiao Chen has a decent temperament and has a sense of indomitability. This is also the reason why he has been able to persist until now. However, Xiao Chen didn't know. Behind him in the distance, a woman shrouded in a large gauze is following him. Far behind was covered with a layer of white gauze, only revealing a pair of eyes like autumn water, is the princess of Panwu Shinchao, Wu Mingyue, who sneaked out. Xiao Chen does not seem to encounter any danger for the time being. Wu Mingyue murmured. In turn, she remembered Jun Xiaoyao, who had been talking about this time. The rumored son of the Jun family is really powerful, and even the fifth sequence of the Jun family can easily suppress it. Wu Mingyue sighed. She is the eldest princess of the Panwu god dynasty, with a very high status, but even if it was her, facing the prince's son, there was a feeling of looking up. Jun Xiaoyao's noble status, even her, the eldest princess of the gods, is a bit beyond the reach. It is rumored that the son of the gentleman's family has a face like immortal Linchin, but I really want to see what a majestic character. Wu Mingyue couldn't help being curious. She is not that kind of superficial-faced dog, otherwise she would not be attracted to Xiao Chen. Is just that Jun Xiaoyao was told, and the curiosity in her heart was aroused. In Nantian City, in the pavilion where the Jun family is located, Jun Xiaoyao sat cross-legged to adjust his breath, waiting for the birth of the Yuantian Supreme Vault. Not long, Jun Zhantian and other clan elders returned. They also learned about Jun Xiaoyao and Jun Wanjie. Xiaoyao, you do this right. Sometimes you really need to use thunder means, so that your position of the zero sequence can be stable. Jun Zhantian not only didn't have the slightest intention of blaming him, but he was very supportive. Will other clan elders criticize? Jun Xiaoyao said. Negative. Which dare you, but you are a godchild sequence hand-picked by the 18th ancestors, plus Wushuang talent. Let alone just let Jun Wanjie become a slave. If you really kill him, no one will dare to do you. Jun Zhantiandao. Jun Xiaoyao nodded slightly, which was in his expectation. Regarding the Yuantian Supreme Secret Vault, we have already discussed several major immortal traditions. After a few days, the secret vault is estimated to be opened. At that time, our major forces will close the world and let only the younger generation enter. The Supreme Secret Vault will be your stage. Jun Xiaoyao heard the words and nodded faintly. Grandpa, don't worry, Xiaoyao will never fall into your prestige. Grandpa believes in you. Jun Zhantian laughed happily. He is very confident of his grandson. A few days later, thousands of miles outside Nantian City, in the wild forest, there was a sudden vibration. A supreme coercion spread out, and at the same time a strange black mist began to spread in the deepest part of the wild forest. Where the grey mist passed, all kinds of monsters, ancient relics, and pure-blood creatures all had their eyes reddened, and they began to roar, as if they were mad. This is not quite right with the Yuantian Supreme Secret Store. In the void, several figures appear and disappear. the one who spoke was an old Taoist from the Taoist Heaven School. Nanyuan Daozhou is the base camp of the Taoist Heavenly Sect. As the strongest of the Taoist Heavenly Sect, the veteran Taoist naturally assumes the role of overall planning. He looked at the gray mist spreading from the depths of the wild forest at this moment, and his gray brows wrinkled slightly. How do you feel this gray mist? Some dark matter resembling a foreign land. An old man in Chinese clothes hesitated. He is an elder of the Huanggu Ji family, named Ji Bangyin, and he is also the protector of Ji Xuan this time. Hearing what he said, the rest of the big figures were all startled. Somewhat similar, but still far from being compared with real dark matter. Among the few big figures, there is Jun Wanjie. After thinking for a while, he shook his head slightly. Exotic dark matter is a very strange and terrifying existence, is a little bit contaminated. It can cause the creatures to fall into madness and alienation, or die directly, and this gray mist, although it is also weird, still can't compare with the real dark matter. Hee, if your monarch is scared, you can be a turtle with your head. An old man wearing a azure robe with firstborn blue dragon horns sneered coldly. He is an elder of the Zhanglong line in the ancestral dragon nest, and he came to protect Long Beachy this time. Jun Wanjie heard the words and snorted coldly. Why, you greenskin loach, do you want to follow in the footsteps of that black-skinned loach? Hearing what Jun Wanjie said, the elders of the Zhanglong line turned blue and snorted heavily, but they stopped talking. The 3 swords of the 18 ancestors of the emperor's family killed Yulong Supreme www.readwn.com, which shocked the ancestral dragon nest. At least until the Zulong nest is not ready, it is impossible for them to have a large-scale conflict with the Jun family. In this way, will this experience continue? On the other side, a tall and thin old man with a clean appearance asked. He is the elder of the ancient Jiang family, and this time he also brought the Tianjiao of the Jiang family. And it's not someone else who brought her, it's Jiang Shengyi, the goddess of the Jiang family. Although Jiang Shengyi is Jun Xiaoyao's nominal aunt, she is only 24 years old, and she is also the arrogant of the younger generation. Of course you have to continue. If you encounter a little difficulty, you will shrink back. After that, the Emperor Road will open, and these arrogants will not need to participate. Ji Bangyin pretended to be, but in fact, his real purpose is to make Ji Xuan of their Ji family famous. After some negotiation, the leaders of several immortal orthodoxy were all determined, and in Nantianqing, Jun Xiaoyao and others also sensed the movement from the wild forest. Is it finally going to start? Jun Xiaoyao got up and walked out the door. He is peerless in white, looking far away. In another pavilion in the South Sky City, the little Saint Ji Xuan also got up, and his right arm fused with the Saint King's hand bones was placed behind him, with a confident and calm attitude. After all, he has already taken the upper hand, not only has the Yuantian Supreme Order, but also the ancient amulet, and knows some of the secrets in the secret. Ji Xuan is one step ahead of everyone. My Ji family Tianjiao's reputation, let me start in the Yuantian secret store. Ji Xuan smiled confidently. In a restaurant in Nantian City, Xiao Chen, who had eaten and drank enough, also set off, who was prepared. The supreme secret store, the ancient keel, Xiao Chen is bound to get it. Chapter 54, Jiang Shengyi arrives, the ancient sage soldier, watching the sky mirror. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At the same time, on the other side of the wild forest, heads of green dragons fluttered in the air. On the leading flying dragon, Long Beachy stood proudly. She is dressed in cyan armor, wrapped in a slender and flexible body. Her face is beautiful and heroic. The 2 cyan dragon horns protruding from the hairline are like jasper carved, faintly glowing. The secret store is finally about to be opened. This dragon girl wants to see if the king's son has 3 heads and 6 arms. Long Beachy raised her eyebrows. She did not despise Jun Xiaoyao, but I don't think Jun Xiaoyao is invincible. After all, in this world of great controversy, the arrogance of the heavens rises together, and the kings fight for hegemony. Who is qualified to call themselves invincible? Since there is no, then Jun Xiaoyao cannot be invincible. Long Baiqi asked herself. Even if she could not suppress Jun Xiaoyao, she could at least retreat all over her body. And here, except for Long Baiqi and Zulong's nest, there is also the top primordial royal family, the young king of the 9 lion family. There is a strong existence of the swallowing celestial clan. South Sky City, Jun Xiaoyao and others are ready to set off. They stepped out of the void and immediately attracted the eyes of all around. There is no way, with Jun Xiaoyao's current popularity, as long as his identity is exposed and recognized, he will attract all eyes wherever he goes. Jun Xiaoyao didn't care. At this moment, a soft female voice came. Happy, long time no see. Hearing this sound, Jun Xiaoyao paused and turned his head to look. A group of people came across the sky on a flying boat, headed by a young woman in snow clothes, with blue silk flying, her clothes fluttering, like a fairy in the dust. Her fairy face is gleaming, as if exuding brilliance, her eyebrows are like distant mountains with daisies, and her eyes are full of poetry. She is very beautiful and has a kind of transcendent beauty, perhaps because she was born with Taoism. She was born in harmony with Tao, and it gave people an incomparably harmonious and natural feeling. Is this woman Jiang Shengyi, or who? It's the goddess of the Jiang family. Many people's eyes shifted, many male monks were shocked in their eyes, and looked slightly dumbfounded. Little Jun Xiaoyao just wanted to speak. Jiang Shengyi snorted softly, as if to remind something. Sister Shengyi. Jun Xiaoyao reluctantly changed his words. That's right. Jiang Shengyi smiled, his teeth gleaming. Although she is much more mature than Jiang Luoli, she is a woman of her own age after all, and her personality is not too mature. Jun Xiaoyao did not expect that Jiang Shengyi came from the Jiang family, not Jiang Luoli. Seeing Jun Xiaoyao's expression, Jiang Shengyi laughed and said, Why, did you not see Luoli? Are you disappointed? No. Jun Xiaoyao said truthfully, he doesn't care about that short leg. She is being forcibly locked up in the family for cultivating. I can't come to see you this time, but it makes her angry. Jiang Shengyi smiled. Then let her practice hard. By the way, Sister Shengyi, will you go with me here? Jun Xiaoyao asked. Jiang Shengyi is his mother's distant cousin after all. If possible, he doesn't mind taking care of it. It's really a big man, who should take care of whom? Jiang Shengyi gave Jun a charming look. It should be she who protects Jun Xiaoyao, okay? Well, then I will ask Sister Shengyi. Jun Xiaoyao didn't care. Anyway, he didn't need anyone's protection. Looking at Jun Xiaoyao, who was casually chatting with Jiang Shengyi, the male compatriots all showed envy. The female monks are envious of Jiang Shengyi being able to talk to Jun Xiaoyao. For a while, everyone present did not know who to envy. At this moment, the voice of an old Taoist priest from the Taoist heavenly sect resounded over the entire Nantian city. Everyone, this time the Yuantian Supreme Secret Vault is opened, and the immortal Taoism is closed to heaven and earth, and the older generation of monks are not allowed to enter. This secret hideout is extremely dangerous. For those with weaker powers, if they lose their knowledge, they can save their lives. After the voice fell, a dazzling light and shadow rose into the air, floating above the wild forest. That is a huge mirror. The mirror surface is like a clear water. It is the ancient sage soldier of our Jun family. Watch the sky mirror. Jun Zhanjian said, the sky viewing mirror can reflect the scene of heaven and earth. Jun Xiaoyao knows that this is because they are afraid that these immortal princes of Taoism will directly fall into the secret. If there is danger at that time, with the sky viewing mirror, they can also help in time. Go. Jun Xiaoyao said with his sleeve. Yes. Behind him, Jun Zhanjian, Jun Xuanhuan, Jun Wanjie, Jun Linglong nodded and responded, like respectful attendants and maids. Jiang Shengyi also followed along with some Jiang Tianjiao. There is also surprise in her eyes. It seems that my nephew, the trend is just beginning. While Jun Xiaoyao and others are heading to the wild forest, the entire Nantian city was moving. Although the old Taoist warned that Yuantian's secret vault was very dangerous, but still can't stop the fanatical hearts of these monks. That is the secret of the supreme powerhouse. Any chance they get can help them rise. After all, these monks weren't born into any powerful forces, and all kinds of resource opportunities must be found on their own. Ji Xuan and others from the Ji family also set off with a group of Tianjiao. At the gate of Nantian city, Xiao Chen with a cloak and hood looked up at the back of Jun Xiaoyao and the others who left suddenly. A hint of hatred and determination appeared in his eyes. Jun Xiaoyao, wait. Xiao Chen also rushed towards the wild forest. Behind him, Mingyue, who was hidden in the dark, also followed. She didn't worry about Xiao Chen alone in the dangerous Yuan-Tian secrets. At the same time, on the side of the Taiku royal family, Long Beachy, Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com 9 lions, and the heaven-swallowing sparrow were all dispatched together. The entire area around the wilderness forest is boiling. The southern sky city is only 1,000 miles away from the wild forest. Within a quarter of an hour, Jun Xiaoyao and others arrived outside the wild forest. Jun Xiaoyao looked around, the endless forest, spreading with a strange gray mist, shrouded in ominous meaning, and in the deepest part of the forest, there is a supreme aura permeating, and there are signs of vision. There is no doubt that there is the location of Yuan-Tian's supreme secret store. Only those who have the supreme order of Yuan-Tian can truly go deep into the deepest treasure, but the rest of the people can also find a little soup outside. Therefore, all the monks rush towards the wild forest at this moment. At the same moment, in the wild forest, there are also ancient relics roaring, and pure-blood creatures roaring. They are all soaked in grey mist, frantic existence, and their combat power is stronger than usual. Soon, various battles broke out. At this time, Ji family Ji Xuan also came, and he glanced at Jun Xiaoyao far away. Jun Xiaoyao seemed to feel something, and when he turned his head, he also saw Ji Xuan. He should be the little saint of the Ji family, right? Jun Xiaoyao said disapprovingly. However, Jun Wanjie beside him gritted his teeth slightly, his eyes a little gloomy. He once relied on his realm to beat me by a few tricks, so he went around to publicize that he had defeated the Jun family sequence. Jun said coldly, feeling very upset. Oh, there is such a thing. Jun Xiaoyao said. His attention was focused on Ji Xuan's right arm. The bones of the Saint King, should I it over? Chapter 55, Leek grows gratifyingly, the demon ape. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jun Xiaoyao looked at Ji Xuan as if looking at the meat on the chopping board, and Ji Xuan's gaze also glanced at Jun Xiaoyao, his eyes faintly solemn. Jun Xiaoyao is covered in the mist of Xianhui, which makes people look at it, but that hazy feeling made Ji Xuan more jealous. After, his gaze turned to the Jun Wanjie who was aside, and the corner of his mouth showed a touch of playfulness. Ji Xuan couldn't guarantee what happened to Shengju and Xiaoyao, but when he encountered Jun Wanjie, Jun Xuanhuan and others, Ji Xuan was still confident. I really want to rub Ji Xuan on the ground. Seeing the faint hint of playfulness in the corner of Ji Xuan's mouth, Jun Wanjie's face was enveloped in clouds. This guy didn't dare to provoke Jun Xiaoyao, so he turned to provoke him. Be safe, don't be impatient, wait until the supreme secret vault. Jun Xiaoyao said flatly. If Ji Xuan was to be honest, Jun Xiaoyao might only seize his chance, and would not do anything to him, but if Ji Xuan insists on jumping in front of him, then Jun Xiaoyao can only teach him how to behave. Next, Jun Xiaoyao and others went deep into the wild forest, is among the best. Naturally they are the top talents of these immortal traditions, followed by those top-ranking orthodoxy. The top-ranking forces of Tianjiao, the chief disciple of Dao Ji Tianzong also left, but he was closely behind Jun Xiaoyao and the others, because before, the elders of the Taoist heavenly sect warned that the safest way to avoid accidents is to stay with the son of the Jun family. Roar. A ghost-faced bear polluted by the grey mist, raised his hair and let out a roar. It stood upright and was 3 feet high, like a black hill. With a brutal force, the bear's claws protruded and directly patted a few powerful disciples in the divine bridge realm into meatloaf. But in a flash, a magnificent golden manna palm print came from the front. There was a loud bang, and this powerful ghost-faced bear also turned into a meatloaf. Jun Xiaoyao's face was flat and withdrawn. Go on. Jun Wanjie and others are fine. After all, they already know how powerful Jun Xiaoyao is. The Doji Tianzong chief disciple who followed behind, swallowed secretly. His eyes were full of shock. You deserve to be the deity son of the Jun family, the ghost-faced bear that is difficult for ordinary bridge monks to deal with. He slapped him to death with one palm. The chief sighed. Of course, it's not just Jun Xiaoyao who is simple and neat. Ji Xuan, the same. He also took a flat shot. On his right arm, there was a sacred rune brand, and a sacred glow bloomed. With a random push of his palm and a flick of his finger, the rays of light burst out, directly tearing the fierce monster in front of him, effortlessly. The little sage of the Ji family also has an invincible posture. You can kill powerful beasts with just a gesture. That's not right. Ji Xian's right arm is integrated into a piece of the Saint King's hand bone, and there is no need to bless martial arts supernatural powers, and the palm of his hand can be shocking. Many geniuses from first-class forces are sighing. Zhenjiao, who was born in immortal Taoism, the treatment is different. Even the hand bones of the Saint King can be integrated, of course, except for these immortal Taoist gods. There are also some amazing dark horses. Hey, who is that man in the cloak, so amazingly powerful? Some monks also noticed a figure wearing a cloak and a hood. He didn't reveal his true face, but he punched randomly, with a violent blue dragon-like pattern, easily crushing the fierce beast in front of him. This surprised many people, but I didn't expect such a dark horse to appear. TSK, the Leek really appeared. It seems to be well developed, the growth is gratifying, it did not disappoint me. Here, Jun Xiaoyao felt a little bit, and noticed the cloak figure out of the corner of his eye. He immediately knew that it was Xiao Chen, but Jun Xiaoyao didn't do anything. He knew that Xiao Chen wanted to hide his identity so that he would not be discovered by him, and then pretended to be a pig and eat a tiger, seizing the opportunity in the secret realm. Finally, his strength surged and he beat him, but, ideal is full, the reality is very skinny. Xiao Chen thought he was on the second floor, and Jun Xiaoyao was on the first floor. As everyone knows, Jun Xiaoyao is already on the fifth floor. The overall situation is under Jun Xiaoyao's control. Xiao Chen, give you one last chance for delusion. When the time comes to cut the Leek, don't say I won't give you any affection. Jun Xiaoyao's lips provoked a faint arc. Here, under the hood, Xiao Chen's face is firm, with a touch of excitement. His chance to rise is finally coming. Jun Xiaoyao, after I have merged the ancient dragon bones and cultivated the Azure Dragon transformation art to reach to Shang, I will step on you in front of everyone. That the war continues. The monk who attacked the wild forest and the monsters in the wild forest started a fight. Except for a few people like Jun Xiaoyao, they can push all the way. The other major forces, Zhenjiao, and some casual cultivators, all had a lot of casualties. We and the descendants of the immortal tradition are not on the same level. A casual Xiao was bitter in his mouth, looking at the transcendent figure that had gone deep into the forest, and sighed. Jun Xiaoyao is like a white-clothed king, with invincible spirit. All monsters in front of him can't survive 2 or 3 moves, not long. Jun Xiaoyao and others are the first to go deep into the deepest part of the wild forest. Looking around, in the depths of the forest, a huge black crack appeared horizontally, like a wound on the earth. A weird gray mist emanated from it. Jun Wanjie and others all use mana to protect their bodies and isolate them from the fog, but this way, the consumption is very intense, and in the gray mist, they also faintly felt a suppression. www.readwn.com. But Jun Xiaoyao was different. He didn't protect his body with mana at all, because he is an ancient sacred body. He will not invade all evils when he reaches the sun, and even his blood is golden, the physique of Qi and blood of the holy physique. Has strong resistance to various evil in Qi. It seems that the supreme secret vault is under this crack in the earth, but it seems that there has been some strange change. Jun Xiaoyao murmured. Just as his voice fell, there was a roar again. A terrifying black ape with a pitch-black body, a horned head and fleshy wings on its back jumped up and collapsed a cliff tens of feet high. It's an ancient relic, the demon ape. Some monks who went deep into this place around, couldn't help but exclaimed, primordial legacy seed, with a trace of blood handed down from primordial ancients. Its strength is far stronger than ordinary monsters, and this demon ape is so maddening that his strength has reached the first level. With the same realm, the primordial relics are stronger than humans. This demon ape, even if it is the immortal orthodox Gi realm Tianjiao, it is not that simple to deal with. The most important thing is that Jun Xiaoyao's current realm is only in the realm of God. Bridge, roar. The archaic legacy demon ape let out a roar. After was polluted by the gray mist, it had scarlet eyes and a violent temperament, and it seemed to be in a frenzy, and rushed towards Jun Xiaoyao, crashed several mountains along the way. Everyone's eyes are gathered tightly, and in the void above the wild forest, the sky viewing mirror also reflects the scene outside the supreme secret store. You're son of the monarch family, I'm afraid there will be trouble. Ji Bangyin, the old man, smiled slightly. Chapter 56, Is it so mindless to fist out the ancient relics and gather all the powers? You are listening at novelfull.audio. The primordial relics of the Gi realm, even Ji Xuan couldn't deal with that easily. What's more, it is Jun Xiaoyao who is at a lower level. Although Ji Bangyin didn't say anything sarcasm and derogation, there is no lack of meaning to watch a play in his words. Jun Zhantian's old face remained unchanged, and he even smiled. Jun Xiaoyao's strength. He knew nothing more, outside the supreme secret store, watching the demon ape rushing over. Jun Xiaoyao's Shinshio Juei's face did not fluctuate. As he raised his hand, the endless golden spirit sea in his body was making waves. The majestic golden mana, like the ocean, is vast and surging. In the void, mana condenses into swords, spears, swords, halberds, axes, hooks, forks, and so on, is the martial arts supernatural power of the Jun family. Go with. Jun Xiaoyao launched it with one hand, and thousands of magic weapons turned into a golden torrent, rushing towards the demon ape. Seeing this, the demon ape roared up to the sky. The black evil spirit all over his body skyrocketed, and it actually condensed into a black armor on the surface. Boom! The earth-shattering collision sound erupted, and the military technique burst open the black armor on the surface of the demon ape's body, but it did not cause much damage to its body. It's worthy of being a legacy of the ancient times. Jun Xiaoyao was slightly surprised. The demon ape saw it, a black unicorn on its forehead, blooming with pitch-black runes, turned into a dying light beam, and penetrated towards Jun Xiaoyao. In all directions, some monks who rushed here all looked up. Ji Xuan, Xiao Chen, and Mingyue, who had just arrived here, were also paying attention. Jun Xiaoyao's complexion is as plain as water. He once again used his idol to restrain prison. A dark ghost phantom spread out from his body surface. Is the strongest defense in the idol's prison power, the guardian of the gods. Boom! The pitch-black light beam fell on the guardian of the underworld, making waves, but it was unable to break the defense. Rao is a fierce demon ape, and the scarlet apes are all taken aback. Obviously, he didn't expect that the human being in front of him, whose realm was lower than it, would be able to hold his unique supernatural powers. Jun Xiaoyao extended the wings of the devil behind him, blessed with extreme speed, and flashed to the front of the demon ape. He squeezed the seal technique with his hands, and a magnificent figure reaching up to the sky and down to Joyo, manifested between the world. A terrifying power that suppresses the world, the universe of the sun and the moon, surges out from Jun Xiaoyao. He stands between the shadows of the emperor, as if he is the son of a who rules the sky and the earth. As soon as the king of people's seal comes out, suppress the universe. Boom! Like an ancient sacred mountain under pressure, Jun Xiaoyao blasted out with a seal, directly smashing the demon ape to the ground, causing its skin to burst and blood flow. The demon ape roared, but Jun Xiaoyao punched it again. The vast fist wind seems to form a space storm, turbulent. Boom! 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 With 3 punches, this fierce and mighty archaic relic completely lost its life. The audience stopped. A dead silence. Because of this scene, it is too shocking. Jun Xiaoyao looks like a fairy and graceful, like an immortal, but when he shot, it was so violent. Xuanhuan smashed an ancient relic into meatloaf. Ji Xuan's eyes were more solemn than ever. Xiao Chen clenched his fists, his eyes were unwilling, and there was a hint of fear. Jun Xiaoyao is too strong. Xiao Chen thought that he had completely caught up with Jun Xiaoyao through cultivation in the past few years, but in the end, it seems that Jun Xiaoyao's strength still makes him feel desperate. Mingyue, who was hidden in the dark, also had vibrations in Qiushui's eyes. Under the prestigious reputation, there are no vain scholars. This is true. Void above the wild forest. Ji Bangyin wanted to say something, but couldn't say anything. Jun Zhantian stroked his beard cheerfully and said, "Hey, my grandson is good at everything, but he doesn't know how to keep a low profile." When Ji Bangyin heard this, his face became even more stiff, and he felt as if he was in his throat, uncomfortable. But fortunately, Ji Xuan's performance is also not bad. Otherwise, Ji Bangyin really has no face to stay here. In this world of great controversy, I'm afraid it will be the stage for the son of the Jun family alone. The elderly Jiang said with emotion. He didn't mean anything else. After all, Jun Xiaoyao was also Jiang Rou's son, and he was half of Jiang's family. Humph, the result hasn't come out, it's too early to say this now. The elder of the Zhanglong line said indifferently, and at this time, near the Supreme Vault, the dragon bitch in the ancestral dragon nest, there are also 9 lion clan, swallowing celestial sparrows, also came from another direction in the wild forest. For a time, outside this Yuantian supreme secret realm, the powers gathered, and the atmosphere instantly became tense. Long Baiqi noticed Jun Xiaoyao at first sight. This is not deliberate, but as long as Jun Xiaoyao stands there, it is like the center of heaven and earth, everyone's sight will be drawn away unconsciously. Are you Jun Xiaoyao? Long Baiqi asked faintly as his eyes fell on Jun Xiaoyao. You are. Jun Xiaoyao glanced lightly. He naturally noticed that the woman in front of her had dragon horns, and she thought she was the ancestor dragon nest Jinjiao. I belong to the line of the ancestor dragon nest Zhanglong, Long Baiqi. Long Baiqi said with a touch of arrogance. Upon hearing this, Jun Xiaoyao looked a little strange. After a long time, he said, well, it's really a good name with a fragrant mouth. Long Baiqi glanced at Jun Xiaoyao suspiciously, not understanding what he meant by this. In the other direction, there is a golden light, shining between heaven and earth. A mighty and majestic golden lion stepped into the sky, shaking the sky. The most special thing about it is that it has 9 heads, and the blood is rolling like a tide. When the 9 heads roared at the same time, it was like thunder shaking, and the breath was extremely strong. It's the young supreme of the 9-headed lion clan. Many human monks turned pale. www.readwn.com exclaimed, the 9-headed lion race is definitely an extremely powerful archaic race. It is rumored that a long time ago, 9 lions made waves in one line, and no one could stop them. In the end, it was a Buddha emperor who took the action to transform the 9 lions into one line and become a mount and protector. In modern times, although the 9-headed lion clan is rare in number, there is also a supreme, known as the 9-spirit Yuansheng, who has made this line of fame. If it weren't for the fact that the number of this clan was too scarce, it would definitely be among the ranks of the ancient royal clan. This young supreme, is it a descendant of the 9 spirits Yuansheng? A human race. Tianjiao looked jealous. 9 lions looked at Jun Xiaoyao, and said, yes, the young supreme of the human race, you are very strong and qualified to follow this king. On the other side of the sky, a demon wind suddenly lifted, and a black giant bird came to cover the sky. Its wings are like clouds hanging down from the sky, and its pupils are like 2 rounds of moons. Wherever he went, there was air, making many human monks pale. The swallow sky sparrow tribe is another archaic race with a fierce reputation. Human races don't even have the qualifications to be followers, they are only worthy to be blood food. The heaven-swallowing sparrow spoke, staring at Jun Xiaoyao, bloodthirsty glow blooming in his pupils. The swallowing sparrows are extremely fierce and they like to eat human flesh and blood, and Jun Xiaoyao's ridiculous ancient sacred body is simply a medicine for the human body, just like the meat of a Tang monk. But this celestial swallowing sparrow also knows that Jun Xiaoyao has Tao protectors, so it has no delusion to devour Jun Xiaoyao. Looking at the 1 or 2 primordial creatures who uttered wild words, Jun Xiaoyao tilted his head slightly and said with doubts in his eyes, are you group of primordial races so mindless? Chapter 57, Swallow the celestial sparrow by hand, cover 9 lions, the power of the Son of God is in. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hearing this, whether it was the heaven-swallowing sparrow, 9 lions, or Long Baiqi, his expressions were all stunned. Jun Xiaoyao alone insulted the entire Taiku ethnic group. Why, is there something wrong with this god? Jun Xiaoyao's words are not smoky, very plain, but it was this arrogant attitude that made the 9 lions and other creatures angry. On the human side, Ji Xuan and others were also a little surprised. Even if it was him, he didn't dare to provoke 9 lions, swallowing sparrows, and other primitive creatures at the same time. Just one, it's enough to make him burn out. Human race, even if you are of the ancient family, you will pay the price today. The heaven-swallowing sparrow was angry, its wings shook, and a black storm was set off. The whole world seemed to be blowing a cloudy wind, and the strong air current even directly fanned some monks with weaker cultivation bases. The 9 lions were also angry, and the 9 heads roared together. The sound was thunderous, shaking the sky and the earth. Is this son of the Jun family really confident or looking for death? Although Long Bichi was also angry, she remembered the warning from the ancestors of the Zhanglong family, but did not rush. But Long Bichi asked herself, even if it was her, it would be extremely difficult to cope with the heaven-swallowing sparrow and the 9 lions at the same time. These two creatures, each of them can sweep over 80% of the human beings. Anyone who faces the situation of Jun Xiaoyao at this moment will make them shudder. A terrifying black storm swept across Jun Xiaoyao's body surface shows a ghost guardian of the underworld. He stepped into the void, standing with his hands held in hand, the roots of his crystal hair exuding brilliance and being blown by the wind. Peerless and flawless, as if God's hand sculpted his handsome face, plainly like a lake of still water. This kind of tolerance has convinced many female monks, praying for Jun Xiaoyao in their hearts. It's this time, are you still pretending? Below, Xiao Chen snorted inwardly. He will never admit that he is not only jealous of Jun Xiaoyao's status, but also his appearance. Two beasts, how can they turn the sky? Jun Xiaoyao whispered indifferently. His figure finally moved. Idol's prison guarding force urged with all its strength, and 70,000 giant elephant particles recovered at this moment. In an instant, the golden blood burst out like a big wave, tumbling on the sky, faintly condensed into a golden idol phantom that shakes the sky and the earth, shattering the stars. He blasted out a punch, and the phantom golden idol also moved its trunk. The dark storm ahead was all torn apart by Jun Xiaoyao's fist. The sky-swallowing sparrow once again shook its wings, and countless black feathers flew out over the sky, like a black rain that extinct the world. This is the great supernatural power of the sky-swallowing sparrow clan. Black Ling feather, any bridge realm Tianjiao, if it falls into it, it will be penetrated and there will be no way out. Jun Xiaoyao's face is plain and plain, he didn't even have protection, but rushed directly in with an extremely vigorous posture. Looking for death. Tunshin K said coldly. However, the next moment, sky-swallowing sparrow's eyes were stunned, and the black feathers all over his body were erected and the hair exploded. Dense clanging sound sounded. It was the arrow feather that fell on Jun Xiaoyao, but even this weapon can pierce the shattered arrow feathers and fall on Jun Xiaoyao, even unable to break his skin. Only so. Jun Xiaoyao sneered, showing the wings of the devil behind his back, and his figure instantly swooped in front of the sky-swallowing sparrow. He didn't have any bells and whistles, and he hit it with a punch. The golden fist glows to the sky, illuminating the sky. At the same time, the sky-swallowing sparrow screamed, and one of its wings was broken and blood flowed. Human race, you are too mad. 9 lions charged directly. It was also shocked by Jun Xiaoyao's unparalleled physical body, and it reacted at this moment and rushed forward. 9 lions and 9 heads roared together. The space sound waves visible to the naked eye spread out, and the void in front seemed to be distorted. This is the great magical power of the 9-headed lion clan. The lion roar. With a roar, the sky may shatter. Some monks in the surrounding mountains and forests hurriedly used mana to protect their 7 orifices, but even so, some monks were shocked and almost fainted. With such a terrifying power, one can imagine how much pressure Jun Xiaoyao in the center will be under. However, Jun Xiaoyao is still light and breezy. The guardian of the underworld came out, and the sound wave hit it, making waves. But it was unable to break through. Jun Xiaoyao took the opportunity, raised his hand to grab. The endless mana surge, turned into the spear of the underworld, and threw it directly, piercing the body of the sky-swallowing bird. The blood is sprinkled, and the feathers are scattered. The heaven-swallowing sparrow made a high-pitched and sharp sound of blood. Jun Xiaoyao flashed out, pushed his hands horizontally, grabbed the sky-swallowing bird's body, and then suddenly tore it. The entire body of the swallowing celestial bird was divided into 2. The scene is extremely shocking. Ling Long, after I go back, I will make shredded chicken and eat it. Jun Xiaoyao directly threw the corpse of the heaven-swallowing sparrow divided into 2 halves to Jun Linglong behind. The monks were stunned. What did they hear? Used the fiercely famous day-swallowing bird as ingredients, and also gave an insulting name, shredded chicken. You are too mad. 9 lions are furious. Although it has nothing to do with the heaven-swallowing sparrow, it is also an ancient race, and it is inevitable that there will be a sense of sorrow for the rabbit and the fox. It's ridiculous that you want this son to be your follower, but you are barely able to be the son of this sun. Jun Xiaoyao made the 9 heads of the 9 lions roar, for the line of 9 lions, Yu reading www.yuyukeungshu.com. They most taboo, is to hear the word mount, because of their ancestors, they were transformed by the Buddha and used as mounts. This is a shame carved in the blood. Looking for death, fearless lion seal, that the 9 lions walked away completely and directly displayed the supernatural powers of the race. Fearless lion seal, this is a terrifying great supernatural power, almost approaching the real dragon supernatural power level. 9 lions are surging with golden glow, a golden ancient seal is condensed, and endless runes are spilled, void trembles, heaven and earth shake. This move is too strong, so Long Bichi, Ji Xuan and other Tianjiao generations feel a chill in their hearts. They ask themselves, if they faced this trick, they would definitely pay a big price. Jun Xiaoyao's eyes were indifferent, even in the face of such a powerful supernatural power, he was still extremely calm. Jun Xiaoyao's chest is filled with flaming brilliance, as if a small sun appears. Immediately, a bright and terrifying divine light burst out, like a catastrophe from heaven, where the gods pass, the void ripples and the surrounding mountains burst into pieces, is the great supernatural power of the supreme bone, the heaven tribulation light. This magical power, the most complete, is the hand of God, and Jun Xiaoyao has successfully realized it. It's just that in this situation now, there is no need to use God's hand, and God's tribulation light is enough to deal with it. Rumbling. The brilliant light of the robbery fell on the imprint of the fearless lion, and it directly slammed it away, and then hurled across the 9 lions unabated. The 9 lions were so frightened that their manes were erected. It dodged in a hurry, but was still swept by the robbery, dropping 4 heads at once. Immediately, blood is flowing like a fountain. Chapter 58, Conquer 9 lions and let Ji Xuan be a treasure hunter, all in your palm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Roar. The 9 lions wailed horribly, and 4 heads were cut off at once, causing it to suffer severe injuries. At this moment, the eyes of the remaining 5 heads are all panic. This human race is terrible. If you didn't know that Jun Xiaoyao was of the ancient family, the 9 lions would really think that he was a real dragon transformed into a human form. This kind of terrifying physical power is simply stronger than their primordial race creatures. Even if you are an ancient Eucharist, you can't be so powerful. The 9 lions roared, and at the same time they raised their spirits. At the fractures of its 4 heads, there is a haze of clouds, which seems to grow new heads. The vitality of the line of 9 lions is too strong. Seeing the state of 9 lions, many human monks marveled, but even so, this method is still not enough for Jun Xiaoyao. Don't use your limited imagination, try to figure out the abilities of the Son of God. It is impossible for Jun Xiaoyao to give the 9 lions a chance to recover. He shot again without using any magical means, just smashed it with a single punch. Every punch was as heavy as a mighty force, and the 9 lions were beaten to pieces. Such fierce melee combat shocked the audience. It's worthy of being an ancient sacrament, an invincible existence in melee. In the void, the elder Jiang sighed. Now, are you willing to be my mount? Jun Xiaoyao said indifferently. I am the descendant of the 9 spirits Yuansheng. Even if I die, I will never be humiliated. The remaining 5 heads of the 9 lions roared unyieldingly. Oh. Really? Jun Xiaoyao shot again. After a few breaths, only 4 heads of the 9 lions remained. Don't want me to surrender. The 9 lions continued to shout. After a quarter of an hour, the 9 lions had only 3 heads left, and it began to panic. The son of the monarch, there is a way to fight again in the future. The eyes of the 9 lions flashed with fear, and said inwardly, after a few more breaths, it has 2 heads left. For 9 lions, although their heads can be reborn, if all 9 heads are cut off, they will be completely powerless to return to heaven, and the gods will not be able to save them. Finally, the 9 lions screamed for mercy. God, stop, don't cut my head anymore, there is only 1 left, and if you cut it again, you will be bald. 9 lions were beaten up and screamed, lying on the ground begging for mercy. It was bloodied all over, and there was only 1 head left, with a crying expression on its face. 9 lions in good condition, they were cut into a single lion by Jun Xiaoyao. When many monks saw this scene, they were all speechless. Just now had 9 lions who would rather die than surrender. Now they are lying on the ground like a fat orange cat and wagging their tails begging for mercy. Impressed, Jun Xiaoyao stepped on the remaining head of the 9 lions. Take it, don't kill me. The 9 lions trembled. There is no trace of the majesty of the ancient royal family. It knew that Jun Xiaoyao really dared to kill it. With the background of the Jun family, even the 9 spirits Yuansheng, it is estimated that it will be difficult to get back in revenge. Well, just barely be my mount. Jun Xiaoyao said lightly, 9 lions are extremely strong, and the reason why they are so miserable now is because the opponent is him. It's very difficult to change the position of any other Tianjiao to abuse the 9 lions like this. Yes. The 9 lions bowed their heads. Many monks saw this scene, and their hearts were surging. Swallow the celestial sparrow with his hands and surrender the 9 lions. This is difficult for ordinary people to do. Jun Xiaoyao did it easily. Long Baiqi took a deep breath, his chest rising and falling. She finally understands now why the ancestors warned her like that. Long Haotian, you don't die. Long Baiqi's heroic eyes were filled with extreme fear. At the same time, she thought of the evildoer who was still fusing Long Yuan in retreat. I wonder if Long Haotian, who is fused with 7 dragon Yuan and added with the blood of God's dragon, can beat the son of the Jun family. On the other side, Ji Xuan, Xiao Chen and others have even increased the danger of Jun Xiaoyao to the extreme. At this moment, in the crack of the earth, another vision spread out, the grey mist rolled, and the brilliance surged. The supreme secret vault has finally opened. All the monks, the primordial creatures, have cheered up. Jun Xiaoyao looked at him, and there was no sign and reminder from the system in his mind. It seems that you have to go deep into the Yuantian secret to sign in. Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself. Go. Ji Xuan and the others, their eyes flickered, their mana surged, wrapped the whole body, and rushed straight down, pulled a hair and moved his whole body, and the other monks followed closely behind. As for Long Baiqi, it seems that Jun Xiaoyao glanced at him, and finally gave up to provoke Jun Xiaoyao. Originally, I came here to deal with Jun Xiaoyao and promote my reputation as an ancestral dragon's nest, but now it seems that I really thought things too simple. Looking for the ancient keel is the main thing. Long Baiqi thought to himself. She was originally mainly to find Jun Xiaoyao for trouble, and secondly, to find the ancient keel, but now, after seeing Jun Xiaoyao's strength with his own eyes, Long Baiqi consciously puts the search for the ancient keel first. Seeing Long Baiqi honestly entered the cracks in the earth, Jun Xiaoyao also chuckled. It's acquaintance. Let's go. Jun Xiaoyao waved his hand and rode 9 lions into the cracks in the ground first. The king swordsman, the king Xuanhuan, the king Linglong, the king Wanjie, and Jiang Shengyi followed closely. As soon as it entered the crack, a thick grey mist rolled over. Is much richer than the outside world. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com. Many of the monks who broke into it rashly lost their minds, quickly corroded by the grey mist, and their eyes turned red. This kind of dense grey fog can't even completely isolate the mana. Boom. Jun Xiaoyao waved away and slapped several monks in front of him who had fallen into madness. Soon, he drove away and reached the bottom of the crack. Looking at it, a magnificent underground palace is horizontally underground, and a supreme pressure is permeating from the depths. Jun Xiaoyao released his soul power, and roughly probed it with his spiritual thoughts. The entire underground palace seems to be divided into inner and outer layers. The outer layer should be accessible to most people, while the inner layer may require an order from Yuantian Supreme. It seems that if you want to sign in, you should go deep inside. Jun Xiaoyao thought. At this time, Ji Xuan had already swept towards the underground palace, with a smile on the corner of his mouth and a ray of excitement in his eyes. Huh? Isn't he? Jun Xiaoyao noticed Ji Xuan's expression. His eyes were thinking. Looking at the appearance of Ji Xuan, it seems that he knows some of the secrets hidden by the Supreme. Ji Xuan, let you be my treasure hunter. Jun Xiaoyao smiled. On the other side, he also noticed that Xiao Chen also rushed towards another entrance of the underground palace. Jun Xiaoyao knew that Xiao Chen was a person with good luck, and he would surely gain a lot from this secret storehouse. Thinking of this, Jun Xiaoyao turned his head and said, Myriad Tribulation, I have something to tell you. Yes, please speak, my son. Jun Wanjie said in his hand. Jun Xiaoyao passed away, Jun Wanjie nodded, and walked away. The entire Yuantian secret is under my control. Jun Xiaoyao holds his hands with confidence. Chapter 59, Jun Xiaoyao's Layout, Xiao Chen's Great Discovery, the Supreme Ancestor Keel. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jun Xiaoyao and others began to go deep into the underground palace, as the supreme secret vault, plus the weird grey fog permeating everywhere. Even a fool knows that this supreme secret store has some kind of abnormality, and it is filled with ominousness. Inside the underground palace, there is an ancient and decadent atmosphere. At a glance, the wind are miserable, the mist is shrouded, and the walls are ruined. There are many dark corpses on the ground. The strangest thing is that these corpses have black scales spreading out of their bodies, as if they were alienated. Just as many monks stepped into the underground palace, these weird demon corpses suddenly violently rushed up with their blood-red eyes. Their nails, like sharp blades, pierced the body of the tearing monk with ease. The cultivator of the divine bridge realm could not stop these demons at all. Soon a large number of monks were slaughtered, however. On Jun Xiaoyao's side, between his hands and feet, he easily patted these demons into meatloaf. As for other people, he didn't care about it, and he didn't bother to care about it. Jun Xiaoyao is not the nanny of these monks, let alone a righteous person. The greater the ability, the greater the responsibility. This kind of thing has nothing to do with Jun Xiaoyao. Behind Jun Xiaoyao, Jiang Shengyi, Jun Linglong, Jun Xiaohuan, and others did not move. It's not that they don't want to contribute, but that they really don't have a chance. Jun Xiaoyao drove out a road casually, and no demon corpse could stop him. On the other side, Long Bichi, Xiao Chen and others are no longer on this main road, and they don't know where to go. Jun Wanjie is not beside Jun Xiaoyao either. Ji Xuan glanced at Jun Xiaoyao from the corner of his eyes, and saw that Jun Xiaoyao did not notice him. His figure flashed, and he also left the main hall. After Ji Xuan left, Jun Xiaoyao sneered at the corner of his lips. He is not ready to harvest Ji Xuan now, because the time has not come. As time goes by, the number of monks is decreasing. Most of the monks were slaughtered clean by the demon corpse. Snow Phoenix, Zhangjian, you go to find Ji Xuan secretly, but don't start to scare the snake. Jun Xiaoyao said. Upon hearing this, both Jun Zhangjian and Jun Xiaohuang's eyes shook. The child wants to hit Ji Xuan's attention. When thinking of this, Jun Zhangjian and Jun Xiaohuang couldn't help but pity Ji Xuan a little. The person that Jun Xiaoyao is staring at has nothing to end. Jiang Shengyi opened his lips, and said with a little worry, Xiaoyao, do you want to attack Ji Xuan? He has the Saint King's hand bone, if you really work hard. Jiang Shengyi is worried. She was not afraid that Jun Xiaoyao would lose to Ji Xuan, but Ji Xuanhua tried desperately to fight back, fearing that it would also bring some harm to Jun Xiaoyao. Sister Shengyi is caring about me. Jun Xiaoyao smiled lightly. Jiang Shengyi bit his lip and said, I am your aunt, I don't care about you. Who cares about you? Oh, no need. The young generation of Xianyu, the people who can make me jealous, the past, present, and future will not exist. Jun Xiaoyao smiled freely. This is not pride, but fact. The talent is peerless, and the system is added. If you are still afraid of this, Jun Xiaoyao can shoot himself to death with a piece of tofu. Jiang Shengyi gave Jun Xiaoyao a glance, but the corners of his mouth couldn't help but rise slightly. Jun Xiaoyao's confident look is really beautiful. Let's go. There are some treasures in this underground palace, and they can't be wasted. Jun Xiaoyao shook his sleeve. Next, Jun Xiaoyao rode 9 lions and acted with Jiang Shengyi. Jun Zhangjian and Jun Xiaohuang went to follow Ji Xuan secretly. On the other side, Xiao Chen wearing a hood and cloak was walking through the complex underground palace. Xiao Chen, go to the left again, then go straight. This seat has sensed the breath of ancient keel bones, and it's not far away. In Xiao Chen's mind, Master Qinglong heard a slightly excited voice. Even Master Qinglong couldn't keep calm anymore. If he can obtain ancient keel bones and fuse various materials, he can reshape his body, can not only return to the peak state, but even further. It is not impossible to break through to become the supreme, even the quasi-supreme strong-like. Master Qinglong couldn't bear the excitement, not to mention Xiao Chen, who was dumbfounded. Excitement flashed in his eyes, and he couldn't help speeding up his pace. after about a while, Xiao Chen entered a cave-like existence after eliminating some demon corpses and a few other monks. The entire underground cave has a huge space. Xiao Chen was breathing fast, and looked around, but in the huge cave space, there are 5 huge dragon bones. 4 of the bones are all showing a deep dark gold. And the surface of the bones is branded with many complicated and mysterious runes. The 4 dark golden dragon bones, even if they were just bones, still carried an immense majesty, and Xiao Chen couldn't help but feel the urge to kneel down and worship. Is this the ancient keel? Xiao Chen was so excited that his fingers were shaking. Just by feeling this majesty, he knew that the ancient keel was extremely powerful and could definitely make him completely transformed. However, in his mind, Master Qinglong suddenly made a surprised voice. Could it be the keel of the legendary Supreme Ancestor? Supreme Ancestral Dragon Bone? Xiao Chen looked puzzled, and immediately looked at the last skeleton. That skeletal bone, unlike the other 4 dark golden keel bones, presents a jade-like luster, just like carved from a fairy jade, completely natural. On the bones, densely packed runes are imprinted, which circulate like stars in the sky. www.readwn.com, which is mysterious and powerful. Although the 4 dark golden ancient dragon bones are powerful, they are like a courtier facing the emperor when compared with this wild dragon bone. The Supreme Ancestral Dragon Bone is the dragon supreme who has the blood of the ancestor dragon. The leftover bones are far stronger than the ancient dragon bones. Master Qinglong said in a hurry. Xiao Chen took a deep breath when he heard the words. His eyes were also shocked. How powerful is the ancestral dragon bloodline? The entire ancestral dragon nest is named after ancestral dragon, the real ancestral dragon ancient emperor, that can be suppressed even by some human emperors. Of course, the supreme ancestral dragon bone in front of Xiao Chen obviously could not be a pure-blooded ancestral dragon bone, the remains of the pure-blooded ancestor dragon. I am afraid that 1 or 2 of them will not be found in the ancestral dragon's nest, but even if it contains some ancestral dragon bloodline, it is enough to turn this supreme ancestral dragon bone into a priceless treasure. It's developed, Xiao Chen will become developed. Xiao Chen breathed quickly, and his body trembled slightly because of his excitement. He cultivated the Azure Dragon transformation art. If he merged with this supreme ancestral dragon bone, how powerful would he become? When the time comes, not to mention suppressing an era, at least it can push the young generation of Huangxiangxianyu horizontally. Xiao Chen, it is not suitable to stay here for a long time. Put these 5 keels away soon. Master Qinglong reminded. Yes. Xiao Chen also reacted. He just wants to quickly take away the 5 keels, then find a secluded place for refining, and finally hit the face of Jun Xiaoyao and revenge strongly. However, just when Xiao Chen wanted to take the keel away, there was also a surprised female voice. That is, the ancient dragon bone, and, the supreme ancestor dragon bone. Chapter 60, Wu Mingyue helped. The 3-party game was calculated by Jun Xiaoyao again. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hearing this sound, Xiao Chen's heart squatted and turned his head abruptly. A beautiful woman in cyan armor appeared, heroic and phoenix eyes compelling. There are 2 blue dragon horns on her head. It's not Long Bichi, but who else? It's the one from the ancestral dragon nest. Xiao Chen's heart sank slightly. Although he knew that Long Bichi came this time, he might have come for the dragon bone, but he didn't expect Long Bichi to be found so quickly. Long Bichi's jade hand held a blue bone. It is with this bone that she can vaguely sense the position of the keel, and then directly find it. At this moment, when seeing these 5 keels, especially the supreme ancestor keel, Long Bichi's beautiful eyes can't help but glow with fiery color. Supreme ancestral dragon bones, even in ancestral dragon nest, there are not many. Great, this mission can be completed. Long Bichi breathed a sigh of relief. Although the matter of dealing with Jun Xiaoyao was stranded, the task was completed anyway. Long Bichi retracted his gaze. Only then did he notice Xiao Chen standing beside the keel. Seeing that it was a human race, Long Bichi frowned and said, I didn't expect that there would be a human race before me. For the sake of this dragon girl in a good mood, go away. Long Bichi waved his hand, but did not put Xiao Chen in his eyes. Humph, this girl is too domineering. Won't you put Xiao in your eyes? Xiao Chen's brows condensed. and he said in a deep voice. Put you in your eyes. Long Bichi tilted his head slightly, and the corners of his lips suddenly provoked a hint of sarcasm. Do you think you are Jun Xiaoyao? This dragon girl is afraid of Jun Xiaoyao. Is she still afraid of you, aunt? Hearing Long Bichi's words, Xiao Chen's eyes suddenly filled with anger. Jun Xiaoyao, and Jun Xiaoyao again, how am I inferior to Xiao Chen? Xiao Chen suddenly yelled, causing Long Bichi to be slightly startled, wondering why the human in front of him suddenly went crazy. Any dragon girl, I have to lie on my stomach. Xiao Chen actually took the initiative. Humble human kid, looking for death. Long Bichi raised his eyebrows, and also did it. The two bodies immediately collided, causing waves of mana. Hey, what is your cultivation level? Long Bichi was slightly surprised. She didn't expect that the human race kid in front of her would have the cultivation base of the middle stage of the Divine Bridge realm. This is already comparable to the Pride of Heaven. Even if it is her Long Bichi, it is only the cultivation base of the great perfection of the Divine Bridge realm. Boom. 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 The two touched each other's moves, and for a while, they were actually equal. At this time, in Xiao Chen's mind, Master Qinglong's voice sounded, Xiao Chen, it should not be too late. Hurry up and think of a way to take away the keel. It won't be good to attract other people. The reason why Master Qinglong didn't make a move was because he couldn't make a move. With his quasi-supreme Yuanshan's cultivation base, once he takes a shot, he may be sensed by those immortal Taoist elders outside the supreme secrets. Therefore, I can only rely on Xiao Chen himself. Okay, a quick fight. Xiao Chen made a decision in his heart, screaming up to the sky, blue light surging all over his body. Then in Long Bichi's slightly shaking gaze, Xiao Chen's cyan scales covered his body, with wings on his back, as if a dragon had been transformed into a half-dragon form. Xiao Chen's breath also directly skyrocketed to the return level. This is the Azure Dragon transformation art of my ancestral dragon nest. Where did you get it? Long Bichi was slightly dumbfounded, and he couldn't believe it. She never expected that a human race kid could actually practice the Azure Dragon transforming art to this level. What surprised you is still behind. Seeing Long Bichi's shocked expression, Xiao Chen felt a trace of pride in his heart. He blasted out with a punch, and the hundreds of blue dragon light patterns spread out, and the fist was amazing. But Long Bichi is obviously not a soft persimmon. She has completely refined Tu Long Yuan, and her strength is stronger than Long Haotian. The dragon and green pawn jade hand flicked out, like a real dragon wagging its tail, setting off a series of mana runes. Xiao Chen is also opening and closing his fists, with shocking fluctuations. The two parties are actually in a stalemate. This woman is really getting in the way. Seeing that it was difficult for him to completely suppress Long Bichi, Xiao Chen's brows were gloomy as water. Just when the situation is deadlocked, a mana training suddenly shot from not far away, cracking the ground along the way. Sensing this sudden move, Long Bichi was shocked, and hurriedly dodged sideways, but he was still rubbed on his body and spit out a small bit of blood. Who? Long Bichi's beautiful eyes were gushing anger. A beautiful woman with a white gauze mask and eyes like autumn water appeared. Mingyue, it's you. Why are you here? Xiao Chen showed an unexpected surprise. Wu Mingyue's appearance was completely unexpected by Xiao Chen. Xiao Chen, are you okay? Wu Mingyue gave Xiao Chen a concerned look, and then looked at Long Bichi with her beautiful eyes. Who are you? Long Bichi's eyes showed alertness. She can feel that this white veil-masked woman is very unusual regardless of her cultivation level or her identity. Leave, you can't get your hands on the things here. Wu Mingyue's tone was cold, invisibly revealing the majesty of the Princess of God. Dare you intervene in the ancestral dragon's nest? Long Bichi's eyes showed indifference. The ancestral dragon nest is indeed powerful, but what about it? Wu Mingyue was not afraid at all. www.readwn.com. Seeing Wu Mingyue go to the ancestral dragon nest for herself, Xiao Chen was not touched. He vowed that he would marry Wu Mingyue in the future and cherish her. However, just when the smell of gunpowder is full, a voice with a cold tone sounded again. Humph, this dragon bone is neither from the ancestral dragon's nest nor from the two of you, but from the Son of God. Hearing this voice, Long Bichi, Wu Mingyue, and Xiao Chen's expressions all changed suddenly, but I saw a young man in a silver armor showing up. The face is straight, with interlaced scars, and the temperament is as cold as ice, and the whole body is wrapped with lightning runes, is the fifth sequence of Jun family, Jun Wanjie. Jun Wanjie, why are you here? Long Bichi's beautiful eyes shook. Thanks to this little white mouse. Jun Wanjie looked at Xiao Chen with a cold joke in his eyes. Before, Jun Xiaoyao sent a message to Jun Wanjie, just instructing him to follow Xiao Chen secretly. Jun Wanjie was still wondering at first, what's the use of following an ordinary kid, but now, after seeing the 4 wild dragon bones and the 1 supreme ancestral dragon bone, Jun Wanjie completely subdued Jun Xiaoyao. Could the young man be able to deduct the secret of the secret? Otherwise how did he know that this kid would have such a chance? Jun Wanjie sighed, but right now, his most important thing is to seize these 5 keels. Seeing Jun Wanjie appear, Xiao Chen's face flushed, and the blue veins in his temples suddenly throbbed, making his internal organs burning with anger. How he didn't know, he was secretly calculated by Jun Xiaoyao again. Thinking of this, Xiao Chen turned his head and said to Wu Mingyue, Mingyue, please, help me suppress this person.